Hello ladies and welcome. Well, right now I have to admit I have so many mixed emotions because as of today I've created 348 YouTube videos over the past 6 years, and also as of today my journey on YouTube as a makeup artist helping women with mature skin look their best will come to an end. It's been a fascinating, exciting, and yes, sometimes a frustrating and challenging journey, but overall it's been a wonderfully rewarding journey. And the most rewarding part has been getting to know so many of you, which is what I'll always cherish the most about these last 6 years. Before I share with you the details about why I've decided to quit YouTube and also share a rather exciting big announcement, let's first talk a little makeup and fashion. I thought it would be fun to dress to the nines for today's final video and also create a glam makeup look. So first, let me show you what I'm wearing. When I first saw this maxi dress and this kimono top, I was absolutely riveted by the color. So often we see the same fashion colors over and over again, and they're mostly colors that are fairly safe. But this color, which is appropriately called vibrant violet, literally had me clicking add to cart in a heartbeat. And by the way, this maxi dress also comes in a bright green and navy. The kimono top comes with a matching tank top, which is attached, but which can be easily separated from the kimono top so it can be worn separately. Besides the vibrant violet color that I'm wearing, this kimono top and tank also comes in ivory and praline. And if you're interested in checking out any of these clothes or any of the makeup that I've used today, you'll find links for all of them in the description box below. And the good news is that all of these clothing pieces are actually on sale right now. Well, I pulled my eye makeup look together by using ColourPop's So Elemental palette and 2 of the shades from ColourPop's Lush Life palette. My face products included all of my usual timeless serums plus Merit's Glow Serum and Priming Moisturizer. And my current go-to base look includes mixing together a half pump of the One Size B12 Pearlescent Base Thinner with 1 pump of my Makeup Forever HD foundation. And my contour will probably be no surprise to you whatsoever. It's Westman Atelier's Face Trace in the shade Biscuit. My blush is this gorgeous deepest shade from the Makeup Forever HD Blush and Glow palette. I tapped on some of the RMS Beauty Luminizer in Magic on the upper part of the cheekbone. My lip liner and base matte lipsticks are from Catrice, but over them I've applied 2 Huda Beauty lipsticks, which unfortunately have been discontinued. But they're a perfect match for what I'm wearing today. I first applied Cake Day and then topped it with After Party. And then I topped it with my Catrice Diamond Glaze lip gloss. I've changed up the end of my makeup routine a bit lately to create a more flawless finished look, which I talked about in my recent Sephora sale video. In addition to mixing some of the One Size B12 Pearlescent Base Thinner into my Makeup Forever foundation, at the end of my makeup routine, I also gently tapped my dampened makeup sponge over my face. Then I applied my Hourglass Ambient Light Finishing Powder in the shades Diffused Light and Strobe Light all over the rest of my face. And to complete the look, I once again gently pressed my dampened makeup sponge all over my face and then finished by tapping on some of Tatcha's Luminous Dewy Silk Mist for some extra hydration and a soft glow just along the top of my cheekbones. Now, if I were going out to a big event or if I were going to be gone all day, I'd also tap on some Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. Well, now let's talk YouTube. As I mentioned earlier, the last 6 years on YouTube have been both challenging and rewarding. I've definitely been forced out of my comfort zone many times, especially in the area of technology. Maybe some of you can relate. In fact, if I'd known before I launched my channel what it would involve to start it and keep it running, I really might never have done it. So it's a good thing I didn't know. And this challenge has definitely required that I learn new skills like video editing and graphic design, which is needed to create YouTube thumbnails as well as Facebook and Instagram posts. And as we all know, learning new skills is especially important as we get older because it helps us improve our brain function, boosts emotional well-being, and it can create a really wonderful sense of purpose. Well, I have to say that I am absolutely in awe of video creators who can simply turn on their camera and create a video. Unfortunately, I am not one of those people. Since I'm not highly verbal, I need to create a script for each video, which often involves doing additional research on products. And since I'm often talking about multiple techniques and products, the script ensures that I don't forget any of the important information that I want to share with you. Often it will take me a good 5 to 7 hours to create a script. Filming the actual videos actually takes the least amount of time, usually just 60 to 90 minutes. And as YouTube videos have become more sophisticated over recent years, more time is required to edit videos and to create what's called B-roll. B-roll is any supplemental video footage that is added to the primary video. You saw B-roll earlier in this video when you heard me talking about the steps I use at the end of my makeup routine, as you saw me actually doing those steps, which were on a different video. Often I also add photos to illustrate something I'm saying. Finding the right photo can take really quite a bit of time because it requires looking through pages and pages of stock photos on sites such as Pixabay or Canva to find just the right one. And then it's sometimes necessary to incorporate the photos into a larger graphic on Canva, which takes additional time. To do a first round of editing a video and then finding and editing in B-roll and photos can often take me a full day. Then once the video is edited and uploaded to YouTube, it's necessary to find and add links for all the products that I've mentioned in the description box. And although YouTube Shopping occasionally automatically populates some of these links, often it doesn't, which requires another round of finding and adding links. Then many of us manually add in where we'd like to see ads placed in a video that won't be too disruptive. However, YouTube does not always place the ads in the locations we suggest. Over the years, it's also become more important to create an eye-catching thumbnail, which I create on the graphic design site Canva. All in all, it takes me roughly 3 to 3.5 days to write a script, film, create B-roll, upload the video, and then add all the necessary information into the description box, the YouTube Shopping component, ad placement, and then create a thumbnail. Well, as many of you know, I also write and send out a weekly newsletter, which I absolutely love doing. That process, along with other marketing requirements, takes another couple of days for a total of 5. So basically, this work has been a full-time job for me for the last 6 years. Recently, 3 things have happened that have forced me to step back, take a look at the larger picture, and then make some major life decision changes. The first thing that happened was that my husband several months ago said that he felt like he had to make an appointment to even talk to me. Also, our youngest daughter is living with us for a while, and I often ended up having to miss out on an activity that she and my husband wanted to do. The second thing that's happened is that I was recently diagnosed with PMR, which is polymyalgia rheumatica. This is an inflammatory condition that causes joint and muscle pain and stiffness, mainly in the shoulders and hips. The symptoms are worse in the morning, and PMR most commonly occurs in women over the age of 65. Now, I can speak from experience that it can be extremely painful. In fact, I found it excruciatingly painful to even reach down and put on my shoes in the morning and to get in and out of the car. And I could not lift heavier items more than chest high. Well, I'm now on high levels of prednisone, which will be tapered down over the coming weeks and months. The prednisone has done a great job of eliminating the pain, which is wonderful, but as with all medications, there are side effects. So I also need to decide whether to start another medication called alendronate, and I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's similar to Fosamax, which was also created to prevent bone loss. If any of you have had PMR or are using either of these medications to help prevent bone loss, I would really appreciate hearing what your experience has been. From what I understand, PMR often takes a couple of years to resolve, or it may not ever resolve. And if it does resolve, some people do experience relapses. Well, I will never know for sure what brought on the PMR, but I cannot help but believe that the stress of this work schedule certainly might have been a contributing factor. And third, I'll be turning 78 in January, and my husband will be turning 79 in February. There are a number of things that he and I have put off doing, such as travel plans and getting a golden retriever, which we really need to move up higher on our priority list, especially in light of our recent health challenges and the health challenges that we see happening to close friends and family members. All 3 of these things have certainly been a wake-up call for me, and they've led me to a decision to move on to a new phase of my life. But since I still want to help those of us with mature skin look and feel more confident, I will continue to do online Zoom makeup consultations. and send out my weekly newsletter, as well as teach in-person makeup classes through many community education locations in the Minneapolis-St. Paul area. And the 348 videos that I've done on YouTube will remain up on YouTube so they can still be accessed. So I encourage you to take a look at my video playlist to see if there are any other videos which you might find helpful. You can find my video playlist on the top horizontal bar when you go to my YouTube channel. Simply put the name of my channel, which is Boomer and Beyond Beauty with Elise, in the YouTube search bar. Then click on Playlists, and you'll see all the different categories of makeup videos which I've done over the last 6 years. There are categories such as blush, eyeliner, mascara, you name it, every kind of makeup category. So you'll still be able to easily access videos on makeup topics that you're most interested in learning about. And a fun way also to stay in touch is through my weekly newsletter. You'll not only find makeup suggestions and tips, but also fun recommendations for books, movies, and TV, as well as health and wellness and fashion tips along the way. You'll find the link to subscribe to my newsletter in the pinned comment section below, as well as in the description box of this video. So I hope I'll continue to be with you through our newsletter family. And of course, I'd also love to meet you in person via Zoom if you'd like to get together for a makeup consultation. Just drop me a line at boomerandbeyondbeauty@gmail.com and I'll be back in touch with you. And now for my exciting news. I've created 3 online makeup courses, especially for those of us with mature skin, and I am launching the first one today. It's titled From Good to Gorgeous, the ultimate guide to makeup techniques that help women 50 plus look 5 to 20 years younger. This is an online course that is completely self-paced, so those who enroll have complete control over whether they complete the 21 modules of the course in several weeks or months, or binge over one weekend. Each module contains both a written and video component, and there's unlimited access to the course. There are also materials that can be downloaded as well as supplemental videos. Well, right now, the course is being offered at a special introductory price, and as an added bonus, the first 5 women who enroll in the course will receive a free 1-hour online Zoom makeup consultation with me, which normally costs $95. I've put a great deal of time, love, and care into creating this course, and my hope is that it will offer women the key they need to unlock a beautiful new chapter in their lives. You'll find a link to the course in the pinned comment below and in the description box, along with a few testimonials from women who've already had a chance to complete the course before it was officially launched. Ladies, thank you once again for all the wonderful support and kindness that you've shown me during my 6-year YouTube journey. You've made it a truly blessed experience. And I hope that through my newsletter or through my course, our paths will cross again. As always, I wish you good health and happiness and hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. Take care.